The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Jeudy.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens.
And the ball is knocked out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right? Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Cowboys at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
They'll look to throw here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 94 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down.
Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Back to throw, Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Fields throwing again.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he's going to have to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Down to the 25. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Fields.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Calais Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll set up a throw.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete. The tight end Donnell.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Off play action, Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack on 1st down,
Fields
under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Fields now to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Clock running.
Down.
Fields getting the football to Davis on an out route. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's A.J. Cole now,
as he's on to punt for Dallas. He spins free. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the...
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime to get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Over the middle, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Four yards the pickup, first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Devontae Smith,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Fields.
And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Fields. High throw, but it's made at the Cowboys 36.
Throwing again is Fields.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 41. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. off running through the middle.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Fields throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To the air again, Fields.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 8 of the NFL on E!
And we are underway from Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's McCoy. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
46 yards on the boot. Football with a 1st and 10.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now McCoy.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled, haven't really been a drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. McCoy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, McCoy flushed to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he finds his man, complete. That's Brewer.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll work down inside the 45.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Houston set to take over.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. McCoy. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Throwing on first down. McCoy. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCoy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Allen to throw once more. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 29, McCoy. Give him another one right back to Allen. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. McCoy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCoy dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Devon Hamilton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Eubanks. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And now out comes Houston.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brewer.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To the air, Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Brewer.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Operating from the red zone now, Allen.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now Allen again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Allen going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He finds his man complete. That's Brewer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Butker's kick here is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. On first down, McCoy. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. McCoy. On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McCoy escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Allen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Damian Harris, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Quick slant caught by Pierce. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
On first and 10, McCoy. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Back to throw. McCoy steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McCoy. And he's got it. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Oilers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McCoy.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun. McCoy. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. McCoy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, Eubanks. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On third down, they go with Singletary. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown, and he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now McCoy. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This offense so far on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll try and run right on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, McCoy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here's Akers. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's McCoy. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Oilers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dominique Robinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Dominique Robinson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Oh, look at the juke.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this sling.
First down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say,
That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, McCoy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the home team here, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be fielded inside the 5 and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Watkins here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. He stiff-arms him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Fields looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Fields. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd down and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but... Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. Fields on 1st down. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that,
He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. From the gun. Touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. Floyd. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to Mixon on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Safe back at the 29. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Here's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Fields throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devin Duvernay, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks take back over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running left, it's Mixon. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Two and now on first down. Open man is Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 2 to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Left side here to Sanders. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and very short, Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Fields as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. Down right around the 25. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. Lost that flag, and they did there. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Julian Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st down, it's Fields. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's taken in by Duvernay. 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields over the middle here to Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Fields on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua sets up to pass it. A little short pass. This is Everett.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown, right? Now their defense get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. But they went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Here we go. Please be ready. Please be ready.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle,
that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Tua going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. Fields now to throw. Open man is Duvernay.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll run with Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle.
guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Fields on first down. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this, certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Play action. It's Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Richie James. 66 yards. And the Eagles answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Tua. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
And the Eagles season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.